William, darling, you're early.
Why, of course. I wanted to make a good first impression. Do you think your family will like me?
I'm certain of it.
What if they don't?
Well, then, darling, we'll elope.
Oh, darling.
You wait here. I'll get the others. Oh, you two. William has arrived. Have either of you seen Mother?
I'm afraid not.
Look, there's no need to be so...
Mom's upstairs.
Fine. Come on.
Mom, Will's here.
You must be William. And what a cutie you are.
Mother.
Oh, I'm just teasing. Now, is everyone here? Where's your Aunt Violet?
I haven't seen her since yesterday. She said something about having business in the city.
If this business is anything like your father's, we'll find her at the strip club in 47.
That's fine. We can catch her up later. We're already going to have to do the same for Preston when he gets back from his business trip. So, what was the big news you needed to share?
Laurie's pregnant.
Ooh, we're getting married.
Married? Ah, that's wonderful. Let me get my... Oh, where is it? It must be in here.
Do such a thing.
Maybe the one person here she isn't related to.
But Jenkins isn't related to us either.
You hold your tongue. Jenkins' family.
Oh, please, don't associate me with them any further than you need to.
My point is, he's the outsider.
To a family this close and functional, please, any of us could be the murderer.
That's...
What about William? He only just got here.
I don't mean to imply anything, but I caught him sneaking at the apartment late last night.
You said you wouldn't tell.
You said you wouldn't
It's
tell!
with me, all right?
Doing what?
Maybe it was an accident.
Yes, maybe poor Aunt Violet stabbed herself 4 times in the torso, accidentally falling backwards into this trunk, and then closing the lid behind her.
Exactly.
Let's just call the police. They'll be able to figure this whole thing out.
No! I mean, do you really want the police snooping around here, digging up anything and everything about our family? We have a reputation to uphold. It's what I thought. No, this stays in the household, and nobody leaves until we find who the killer is. Am I understood?
What about Mother, huh? She found the body.
You were all here! To think that my own daughter would accuse me of murder? You're grounded.
We're all grounded. You just said that nobody...
That's enough. We need evidence before we start accusing anybody. Who was the last to see Aunt Violet? Alive.
Afraid I never met the woman.
I saw her in the early morning, probably 1 or 2. That's when she told me she was going out later.
A likely story. I bet she never even left the apartment.
You keep pushing your luck, and you'll end up like her.
William, dear, pick your battles. She did leave around 6. I didn't hear her come back.
Anybody else?
The last I saw her was yesterday morning. We had brunch together. Right. There's work to be done. Everyone search the house. There must be something. And keep an eye on each other. We don't know who could be the murderer or the next victim. I can't believe you're actually dead. You horrid bitch.
Oh, William, I can't bear this.
We'll make it through, my love.
You didn't do it, did you?
Do what?
The murder!
No! At least, I would have remembered if I had done something like that. Why? Did you?
Of course not. But William, listen to me. If you did do it, I'll take the fall. You wouldn't survive in jail.
I already told you I didn't.
Okay, I was just saying.
Why didn't you let me tell them we're having a baby?
I didn't think it would be the right time, you know, with the murder and all.
Right, of course. That makes sense. But wait, wasn't that before your mum found your aunt?
William,
Yes?
I love you with all of my heart. And I need you to listen to me. And not question the things that I do. All right?
Of course.
I'm sorry for arguing with you back there.
It's okay. You need to keep up appearances.
I'm tired of keeping up appearances. Let's get out of here.
What do you mean?
Out of this house, of this family. This is our chance. We didn't do anything wrong. They're not getting the police involved. We can just leave once and for all.
I don't know. I have to look out for them, you know? They're my family.
One of them is the murderer, and the
And
rest...
the rest of them are in danger. Look. With Dad always gone, it's my responsibility to provide for them. I can't just abandon that now.
I'll never understand why you care about them so much, but... Alright.
Look, I know it was William. I know my family. There's no way they'd do something like this. I mean, he just shows up out of nowhere and suddenly Aunt Violet's dead? There's no way that's coincidence. But you know it's him too, right?
Of course.
Tell you what, as soon as I convince them, as soon as they're behind bars, we'll leave.
Okay.
I didn't want it to happen this way, you know? Thought we could have worked something out. A restraining order, maybe? You always had that awful smile on your face, like you weren't trying to steal my family out from under me, to turn my own children against me. I know you were seeing Preston. Never got to smack the living daylights out of you for that. It's not the same. So, what did we all find?
We didn't find anything. The killer is a crafty one.
This is ridiculous. I don't need any more proof. I know that the murderer is William.
Why, you no good son of a...
Well, let's just hear him out, sweetums. Then we can tell him why he's wrong.
There's no way anyone else could have done this. Here's how it happened. You've been watching our family for a while. planning how to rob us of our fortune. You set your sights on innocent Lori. She'd be your way in. You'd kill her. Throw our family into chaos and despair. That's when you swoop in, claim to be the detective who would solve this case and exact justice on Lori's murderer. We'd trust you, of course. We'd never met you, have no reason to suspect you were the culprit behind the whole dastardly affair. You'd have free reign of our apartment, stuffing your pockets with whatever you could carry, and then fleeing the country, never to be seen again. But you needed Lori's trust in order to get information about our family, and to guarantee her murder would fulfill your sick, tragic fantasy. So you tricked her, orchestrated a meeting where the two of you would fall in love. Your plan was falling into place. You didn't actually love her, of course. She was just a pawn in your game. The two of you dated in secret for some time, and before you knew it, you developed real feelings for her. No, you said to yourself, I can't. But you did. And you knew then that you could never bring yourself to kill her, but you couldn't let go of your fiendish ambition. So you changed the plan, changed the victim. You decided that any of the rest of us would do. You'd have Lori let you into the apartment. You didn't let her in on the plan. Couldn't risk her getting involved. You simply told her to keep your meeting a secret because of its illicit nature. When she told you that Aunt Violet had gone out and that she'd probably return very late, you knew you had your new victim. When you left Lori's room, allegedly to go home, you actually stuck around. You took a knife from the kitchen. Hid in the living room and waited. When Aunt Violet got home, you struck. She was too surprised to even scream. You couldn't risk someone seeing you carrying her, so you stashed her body in the trunk. You washed the blood from your hands and the knife, then turned to go. That's when you ran into Jenkins. You assured him that you were Lori's secret lover, and kind soul that he is, Jenkins let you go. Now you're here, and it's time to face punishment for what you've done.
But William isn't smart enough to plan any of that.
What an astute observation, dear. That's exactly what I was... Wait, hey!
Oh, that's just what he wants you to think. He played you, Lori.
Nathaniel, sweetie, I know you want it to be him, but that's all just speculation.
No, it's not. It has to be him.
You seem very keen on placing the blame, but perhaps to protect yourself?
I'm protecting this family.
It seems you don't care about the truth.
Don't you dare talk to me about what I care about.
Howdy, neighbors. I just moved into the apartment next door and I thought I'd bring by. But it looks like you're busy, so I'm just gonna...
Nice to meet you. Why don't you stay a while? We can tell you all about how you won't breathe a word of this to anyone.